Beige moose, beige moose, beige moose, beige moose, beige moose, beige moose, beige moose.
Hello, yes, welcome to Nintendo and to 1994, 21 years ago, yes.
Very, 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 very short, long time ago in the distant past future.
That makes no sense.
A year we've never been to. Far, far into the past of the future, in the year 1994 AD, there was a jellyfish-looking crab creature called a Metroid, and it was super.
What?
And thus, this game's very realistic, almost documentary style was created to show the trials and tribulations of Samus Aran battling the crab jellyfish.
Metroid is in captivity.
Metroid.
Yeah.
The galaxy
This is unskippable,
is
sadly.
at peace.
Probably most of you are familiar with it, but if not, sit back and enjoy while we make fun of it.
And this is the first one where they stylized her as a girl, wasn't it? Like, they showed this scene right here with the very female eye.
Yeah, I suppose so. Like, neither Metroid nor 1 or 2 really showed very much about her in the first place, other than if you beat the game in time. That's really the first kind of in-game acknowledgement of her gender. She always just sort of looked like that. Well, she didn't in the original. It was a lot more
An
tight.
ambiguous creature in a suit.
Yeah, I was like, is it a guy or is it a robot?
Yeah, it's like a girl. Women don't go to outer space.
Well,
Come on.
it was a deliberate thing.
Sally Ride.
Actually, a lot of the reason why it was chosen that Samus would be a woman was because of Ripley from Alien.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of the motif comes from Ripley and Geiger and some other stuff. Alien
Yeah, I
kinda
know
came
there
from
was a lot of Geiger, which is fucking awesome. Some crazy ass art. Lots of dicks.
Not so much in this.
No. No, not very many
Well, I mean,
dicks
now
in
that we
this.
look at it, her suit in that angle did kind of.
Does it seem sort of phallic?
It did seem just a bit, dickish.
The scientists find that astounding they discover the powers Metro might be harnessed for the good of civilization.
Laboratory, yes. Speakers, ooh. Energy power, yes. Our satisfaction
Satisfied the resolve
things.
left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal.
Cirrus Station was under attack.
Ceres Station was under attack. Oh.
I've played this game a few times.
I love this just looks like a scene from Dragon Ball Z.
Fair enough. Space colony. Wait a minute. A second ago, it was a fucking
How'd you know I
science
wasn't going to
place.
say a space colon? It's a
Because
colon in space.
I mean, it would be really unusual if this time, after all of the others, it finally chose to say something like that. Let us fall down the shaft. Aha, more penisy things.
Geiger. So
Yeah.
in today's episode, we're going to discuss the Phallicicity and Geigerality of Metroid Super. That's Metroid, Super.
Double tap.
Yeah, shoot those dead people.
You never know. They could be zombies.
Oh, you know, that's a good point. But, I mean, how much damage do you have to do to a human to keep them from becoming a zombie?
One shot's plenty. All right, here we
If
go,
they're
little
already
Metroid. Let's
not-
go home. Yes.
Like, if they're not a zombie
Oh
yet...
shit! Continue the thought. This is,
Yeah, I'm
you
trying
know,
to
it's
think
just
of
kind of
what-
like the first boss battle, you know. Don't mind. Yeah, you know.
Fucking 2 seconds in.
Yeah.
There's some pretty accurate pterodactyl sounds there. If I do say so myself.
Have you heard pterodactyls before?
I have. Remember how I was telling you traveling to the past and the future in 1994? There were pterodactyls in 1994, from what I understand. I
That
went
was
to Catholic
Jurassic
school.
Park.
I went to Catholic school, so
The world is like 30 years old.
Yes, I mean, 33 to be specific. I think that's when Jesus died. Was he 33 or 36?
It was like 33. Did not do
I mean,
well there.
You know, to be honest, I guess there are cartoon creatures all over the world that don't age, so Jesus is pretty much always the same age.
We are not going to touch that
He
one
wears the
officially.
same thing every day.
So do I.
You open it up and it's just a bunch of like duck costumes.
Oh god, Quail Man, please.
Every once in a while, we gotta mix it up.
Oh no, the station is going to blow apart. I'm just glad that none of this, it's the only stuff in the game, none of this hurts me.
Well, no, because this is like the, hey, get used to
Yeah.
this new game that we've
Yeah, but
created.
it's giant metal plates falling on my head and
Right.
giant gouts of steam. Later on, if a little creature so much as touches me, I'll lose 10 energy.
Well, but you gotta consider it's a lot like playing D&D, where although it's not stylized fighting, you have to assume that upon it touching you, it is you engaging in some sort of battle. Planet Zebes.
I don't know that I've ever heard somebody say Zebes.
Yeah, it's Zebes, right?
I would probably say Zebes. Zebes.
Yeah, well,
Well, in the Japanese, if you use those sounds, you'd probably come up with something like Zebesu.
Zebesu.
I mean, the U would be really, really soft. I'm not very good at it. But...
Oh, yeah, I'd like to read. So earlier I had sent David a text message asking him to choose a game for us to play. And
Super Metroid.
yes, I will. SUPAA space METUROIDU. Super Metroid, which is actually not wrong, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I didn't go quote it from anywhere, but it's probably not too far off.
Well, for the most part,
Terminal velocity is sure slow on this planet. It's either low gravity or thin atmosphere. I'm gonna go with thin atmosphere because you hit that speed pretty quickly.
it's pretty well. I mean, it's like instant
Actually.
terminal velocity.
Heavy atmosphere? I guess that would be heavy
What-
atmosphere.
Would it be?
Yeah.
Well, it would have to be a mixture between the atmosphere and the gravity, because I mean, and plus you also have to consider whatever Samus's suit is.
Right.
There are a certain amount of.
Well, think about the moon. No atmosphere and very, very light gravity by comparison, a quarter or a sixth or something like that. And there, you start falling slowly, but you'll continue accelerating.
Infinitely, correct?
Well, until you hit the surface.
Oh, you mean towards it?
Yeah.
I thought you meant just in general.
Well, I mean, you're only going to accelerate in the direction of
Down.
the actual, the direction the force is coming from, and in this case, gravity. So yeah, down.
Yeah, I guess I just kind of was thinking about space in general. So, I don't know. So many strange questions about space. However, when I was, I wouldn't say young, I think I was in high school, I had this dream that my friends invited me to go see a movie, and we all sat down in this seating, and it was kind of stadium style, and you know, for some reason we have seatbelts. I was like, oh, okay. So I put on the seatbelt, and all of a sudden all the chairs raise back and face the sky, and we're in a fucking spaceship. And they had tricked me into getting in a fucking spaceship, and so now I have an irrational fear of space travel
Because you were tricked into it once?
in a dream.
So if I tricked you onto a plane in a dream, you wouldn't get on planes anymore.
No, it wasn't that. It was the sheer fact that
Is this sort of like my heroin dream? People made me do heroin, so now I'm scared of heroin?
I would hope that you were scared of heroin prior.
Well,
It's kind of a terrifying thing. See, that's my problem with well, besides the fact that they're just drugs in the first place. I'm just not into a lot of, you know, besides the occasional beer and stuff.
yeah, beer. Beer and tobacco. That's where it ends.
Yeah, totally. So, what was I saying?
Space is scary. Hard drugs are scary.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's. I've been on planes. I love flying. I like being in planes. I guess it's the. You know, I really don't know. I think if I was given the opportunity to go to space, I would. I just
Nothing else
don't. I
for
don't
that
like
rush.
anything against my will. I have a large problem with things.
You, Alex? No.
Yeah, I don't like pretty much anything making a decision for me, be it another person or a drug or whatever. I like to, kind of be able to be in complete control.
Alex is the kind of guy who doesn't even let his own autonomic nervous system do the breathing and eye blinking and stuff for him.
Probably shouldn't joke about that, because I actually I realize a lot of times that I haven't been breathing for a few minutes. It's not even a joke. I will sit there and be like,
You've been breathing. If you weren't breathing for something like 30 seconds, you'd already be passed out. Yeah, maybe a minute. 2 at most. You'd have to be actively holding your breath, dude. The carbon dioxide would force its
I'm not
expiration.
saying I don't. There's not any sort of light breathing, but there's not much. And I had an ex-girlfriend of mine wake me up, and she's like, "Yeah, you haven't been breathing for a few minutes." Every once in a while, you're just taking huge gasps. And like, "Oh, thanks for waiting for him to wake me up."
Isn't that sleep apnea?
Yes, but it also happens during the day.
So, apnea.
So wake apnea. Yeah, or just apnea. Yes, I suffer from apnea. In general.
You've got the app.
I've got the, what am I, Apple?
No.
Steve Jobs, I've got an app for that.
You could be Google.
Oh yeah. Well, wasn't the I've got an app for that? Wasn't that Macintosh?
Probably.
Holy shit!
You knew that was gonna happen. But, app is short for application.
Fucking, it's like a Metroid version of Birdo from Mario 2. I love its scratch. It's just like. Wait, here it goes. My favorite. Beep beep. You look like you have dandruff. Let me scratch your head for you.
Some sort of special
Holy
salon.
shit.
Yeah, it's just
It's fucking. What's his name? What was his name? Or what's that character? The creature?
Oh, Chozo statues?
Okay.
I think it's chorizo or something when it's
Chorizo?
a living one.
Is it a sausage?
It's something like that. You can look it up. Anyway, I think we're nearing about the end of the first one here.
I think we've got another minute.
Alright. Enough time for me to go get this energy tank then?
Yeah, probably a little bit more than that.
And the energy tank's in the second room for here.
Sweet.
Oh, wait, no, it's this room, you're right. Well, not that you knew it.
Ta-da!
Energy tank!
I feel like we're a few minutes under. I'll be honest. I get the feeling. Oh, sometimes I get a feeling. Yeah. I can't get into the dancey, whatever. I don't even know, like the EDM. I guess, like.
What are we talking about?
There's a song. It's like. Sometimes I get a feeling I never, ever knew before.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I don't know.
This looks like our episode break, though.
Okay.
Join us next time for Brinstar.
And we'll talk about more electronic music. Bye.
Woo!